Unongalanga semlanjeni.
Hello, beautiful people of Mzansi, and yes, well, welcome to another episode of Ekhaya Conversations right here on Ekhaya Sessions. And yes, it is ZINTLE MAYABA, and on today's show, we are introducing a new aspect called Love Child. Basically, we're going to be using, her voice as a background voice, giving us all her opinions and making sure that our conversations are actually more interactive. But getting into the show right now, we have a lovely guest, a young one and creative one. He goes, yes. And he goes by the name of Sibu from home. But he's going to introduce his stage name and who he is. So, the platform is yours, Mr.
Igama lami uSibulele, fana mlo wako Pokwana. Ichomi zami zimbiza ngoSibu G.
Yes, sir.
So yeah. Yeah, Sibu G ngumuntu othanda ucula, umuntu othanda ubhala umculo kakhulu. And ndathanda ubhala umculo about life. Because kule mihla namhlanje abantu abaninzi babhala ngothando. So ngiqonda bakhe man, like I'm not interested to love, so let me write about my life or about life, you know. So yeah, go to the name of Sibu G. Sibu is the name attached to Sibulele, and then G from to my mom because my mom is gold. So come on, golden egg. Let me use that G, you know. Let me use that G and make it guys.
It has a nice ring to it, though.
Yeah. So like, okay, let me do like Sibu G, and then I think, okay, yeah, Sibu G, that's my name, stage name.
Stage name,
yeah,
Sibu G. So make sure you guys do follow him as Sibu G, right?
Sibu G, yeah.
So getting into the show. So basically, the show is about wanting us to know about you as a creative and wanting to know your line of work. And you have mentioned that you are a musician. So I want to know from you, are you a writer? Do you write your own things?
Yeah,
and you also sing your own composition?
Yeah, I do. I do write my own songs, and I do like to sing my own songs.
So you don't want to be a copycat?
He's too amazing for that.
Too amazing, definitely. So, okay. So, as you said that you write about your life.
Your life.
So, I guess you basically, how do you look when it comes to compositioning your music or your lyrics? What are the main things that you look at? Because yes, your life could be your things that you go through, and it could be the one that you like trying to run away, which is love life. Do you have that one specific thing in saying that, okay, I'm going to write about when it comes to your music?
Yeah, I do have it because I remember the time I was writing a song called Ekhaya. In that time I was Nancy Jobek, so I write a song called Ekhaya, Kuba Nikumbula Umama, Ekhaya. So I write a song, Daipala, and I record it kahle, and then the gonna man, Kinpale Ngoma, Kuba Nikumbula Umama, and then Daipala.
Okay, so from the way you're speaking a lot about your mom.
Yeah.
I assume that you are kind of
a
mama's boy.
Yeah. Yes, I am.
So, like, the relationship between you and her is
like my mom, like, because most of my time didn't spend on my mom. So we were like, So when
it comes to music, what impact can you say that she has? Did she become supportive, or she was like just
she's supportive too much that way.
And then how did that make you feel when? Because most of the people, especially, how old are you again?
I'm 17.
17.
Yeah.
Most of the time when you get young creatives, some parents tend to be a bit of skeptical when it comes to saying when their child come up to them and say that I actually want to venture into the arts department or venture into the arts industry
Space,
yeah.
So for you to have your mom supporting you and all that, I personally just want to shout out to mom and say, you're doing the good thing. You're doing the good thing.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
For allowing him.
For allowing us to understand and to get to feel his talent. Because that is one thing that is very, very rare in our days. Okay, enough with the sober talkings. Let us get into.
I was gonna add because I think abazali abaninzi, when it comes to art industry, there's a lot of izinto ezinegative ezenzekayo
around
so ingilo mzali doesn't want umntanakhe
to
be
protect.
yeah. So for us to have abazali that actually support because bayalibona iphupha, it actually means a lot. And I've met Makasbulele and she's really supportive. I don't want to lie, she's an amazing woman.
You're lucky, you're fortunate. Okay, so now we want to get into your work in terms of the projects that you worked on. What was that first project that you worked on?
The first project that I worked on is Ebai. Yeah. And then I moved to Ebai. I wrote a song called Njigeni. And then after Njigeni, I wrote a song called Indlela Zam. Talk about Indlela Zam. Indlela Zam, I wrote about ubumnyama. Because I found out that later, like, ninatimana nabantu, and then they're telling me about izinto ezenzekayo to my future. So ndaqonda, okay man, let me write about ubumnyama. And then dabhala ingoma called ubumnyama Indlela Zam. Yeah.
Okay, so I get he's a very shy child. But regardless of that, you're still young. You're living in PE. So many things are happening. So many. I want to say temptations are coming in, especially at his age 17. So many things are happening, and we in PE. So I want to know from you, what is that one thing that has kept you grounded into making sure that you do not lose who you are, of which it is Osmulele?
And that was a teen, like really. I would say,
because Ibai, it's got a lot. It's got a lot. Like any other township.
I said,
like
there's a lot of negativity around the art industry. So, like, one has to dig deep for them to find that one thing that keep them grounded. So yeah, man, it's tough out there.
But I remember the time Nancy Skila. So esikoleni sathana mos like ucula singabantwana. So there was this guy, ane athi lo guy kum, "Hey bra man, ucula kakubi." Ane I was like, okay, lento is not about ba ucula njani, yabo, it's about bana uyamthanda umculo, and umuntu nxa exelela ba wenza into kakubi yese ungamoyi, continue do lento uyenzayo. Yeah, continue do lento uyenzayo cha. So namxelela nalamshita ba bra, you don't have to choose music have to choose you. Yeah, because if you choose music, you're not gonna feel the love of music because you choose music.
Wow.
Yeah, you wanna do music for all the wrong reasons. So yeah, I fully agree. Hey.
Sanamxelela la nto.
So pa esikolweni, when you're saying that this guy had like negative energies when you were like singing, in terms of everyone else, teachers, peers, how have they received you and your music?
Most of the teachers, they do not know that I can sing. Abayazi. Abantu abayazi or like the classmates. Yeah.
Okay, so in terms of being in the industry, what is that main thing that you want to see yourself do? Because sometimes as an artist, you have certain goals that you set for yourself, and you be like, okay, so in the next coming 4 years or 5 years, I want to see myself performing at a certain stage. And then from there, in the next coming, after 5 years also, I want to see myself as this brand and being in this position. So what are those main things that you want to see yourself in, or the stages that you want to see yourself into performing?
Yeah. I just want to see myself performing like that was like Namatru's so well, going to Joburg and do music. Yeah, Matruz. Yeah, the film performer like that was in Giano. Yeah.
Yeah, and those things are possible.
Very
you just
possible.
need to tap into that space and
making sure that you stay concentrated.
Yes.
Yeah.
Making sure that you are who you are, and this is your art, and you do not compromise it, especially in this industry. So, as Usbulele, have you done any collaborations with anyone?
I did with Puracala Zeve. I did with Puracala Zeve. We do a song called what do you call this song again? Abantu. Yeah, I did a feature with him, and then kwangoku sengenza naye feature. Mbundu Makwande also. Mbundu Makwande also. And Mbundu Makwande also. And I love to be there, you know. Like uba around nabo because kuba nimncinci and nabo badala ndifunda lukhulu kubo.
And that's one of the best routes he's taking, like making sure that he sticks to the people who have been in the industry, who understands the industry and know how the industry works, so that azotina figure into those certain stages, then his mind would be broadened. But okay, this is how I should tackle the situation that I'll be in, because I'm going to say this. Arts industry, cruelty. Cruelty. You don't care about which aspect you're in. It's just cruel. And if ever you keep on doing like that, trust me, you definitely going to go into places, and most people are going to be surprised about how did you do it. And you knew, but you were actually taking knowledge from people that were older than you. Yeah, so that's one thing that I could say big ups to. And then Apelokshini, how do people receive your umculo wakho besides esikolweni?
Apelokshini, nathi abekho maninzi abantu banazi mandacula elokishini.
This
lo mntu lo
uyazifihla why?
Abekho maninzi abantu banazi mandacula elokishini.
Do you know how many people have seen you perform Ekhaya sessions?
Yeah, no.
No, because ngabantu baselokishini.
Lokishini,
Look, just because abantu don't come to you and say, yo, Simuchi, I know who you are. Because like the response we see on social media is quite huge for him. Because the first time I met him, he was jamming Ekhaya sessions and then he sang this song he sang this song at Ebai. And I'm like, yo, who's this boy? And I thought to myself, yo, if babe nemali ninzi, I'd give it to him. Yeah, because I think I created this space for such people. Yeah, so because if umnangoja nanqala kwakukumntu that created such a thing for him, but I could only grasp whatever I can. Yeah, but so hence okay, you know what? Let me give whatever I can for these guys to. But by talent, by when you level that I cannot take it to. Yeah, but so like this boy is.
You're a jam.
He's an amazing boy, and umculo wakhe is loved by many, from abantu abadala to the youngest, to abantwana abancinci. And I don't know, I'm just surprised ba akayazi ba uyathandwa ekasi like he is now.
I think he's undercover.
I don't know that.
But abantu basekasi dig you, dog. Yeah.
Nabulela kakhulu kubo.
Tell them.
Nabulela guys for the support.
Yeah.
Nabulela guys.
This is so nice. Like it's very inspirational seeing a young man as him black, coming from a community, doing what he's doing. Because I, for one, also, I remember when I was here for Ekhaya sessions, the first performance that I had from him was Ekhaya Makwande.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Bundu Makwande.
And I was like, this is a very catchy song. And I went back home, I watched on the videos, I was like, does this child like write for herself or what's a gandoni? But I was like, the song, it has a substance. So that's Ekhaya, I'll surely, I don't give out advices to people who actually not working. Like, I don't do that. So I felt something through your music. So I just want to say to you, Kubeka.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
Yeah.
How you're going to reach your stars is to ukubeke. Whatever circumstances that might come or that you might get to face, it's just a phase. It's a phase, and you're definitely like going to pass through it. Uyalala namhlanje uyavuka ngomso, and you're like, okay, actually, I woke up the next day. It didn't kill me. It didn't demolish me. So whatever challenges that you're going to come across, I be like, just know that life goes on. Okay, before I preach too much, let us look into the way you see yourself. Because of sometimes people tend to take fame into their minds and tend to take or be or let themselves be controlled by egos. Because of how good you are, then you tend to the thing is for me, so I don't need anyone. So when you're looking at yourself, how do you see yourself?
When I'm looking at myself now, I do want to be famous, but I'm feeling like like abantu disibhekelise kubo bajongele phansi. I don't want to be like ababantu banjalo. I just want to be famous and nami ndincede umuntu, because unxa unceda umuntu lento yenzayo izokwanda. Izokwanda.
Yeah, like he's making me think about a candle. Like xa ulayita ikhandlela, xa ulayita ikhandlela ngelinye ikhandlela alicimi ikhandlela. So iyanwenwa ke ngoku ibanjala. So I like that mindset yakhe is already there nangoku esemngaka.
If love child speaks to you, please better make sure you listen, child. Better make sure you listen.
Always listen.
So when it comes to friends and other family relatives, because I know that your mom is your number one supporter. Hey. How has the support been from them? Especially friends.
Yeah, going to a family of Utatamu. They do not support me like kakhulu. Ngabo nabo banisupport because bona into bafuna besera school is isikolo. Yeah.
And sibalulekile isikolo.
Sibalulekile kakhulu, yeah. And then go to ifamily kamamamu. Yeah, bona bayanisupport because baninzi abenza umculo endlini.
Oh, so you took this talent from your maternal side.
Yeah. Okay. And then goes to your friends again. Yo, I share. I don't want to lie. They're always supporting me, Shem. They always.
It's very good that you do support the one from your own community or space. It's a very good thing because nabo ibanika ola gozu loba. Actually, I have people that are behind me, and I need to make sure that I make them proud. Because if ever you feel like you don't have any people that support you, then you also tend to be discouraged. Why am I even doing this? People supporting me. So and then now let us look into the song that you're going to be performing today. Which one is it?
The song that I'm gonna perform today is a song getting the Ekhaya. The song Sienze Apa Ekhaya section. With Buddha Africa. And then Daya endlini ke, dafika ke endlini ke napala. In anything in Nepala about Ekhaya. Yeah.
So I want to understand the main content on the song?
The main content on the song is to, nxa ukhumbula Ekhaya uske ubone ndangithi uskuthini, but ubona lana ba ndibuyela nini ekhaya, mhlawumbe ukude, like mhlawumbe let's say ukulondawo ubona lana ba ndibuyela nini ekhaya man, like yeah, ndikhumbula lo mntu, so naqonda okay man, let me write this song called Ekhaya Buyela Ekhaya.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a lovely session, everybody, and yes, thank you to Love Child for joining us, and thank you to Sibu G for accepting the invite.
Yes.
Love Child, last words.
I love you, dog. Keep on doing what you do. Baba Xelela, ba awuculka mnandi. They screw them, dog. We're gonna make this work. I promise you.
Thank you, Lava.
Yeah.
And yes, guys, that is it. We are wrapping this episode. But before doing that, we would love to give shout out to Ekhaya. You know what it is, for sponsoring us. And yes, from us till next time.
Bye.
Teta, yeah. La kutshoni langa, ndazibuza imibuzo mna, ingaba nxa liphuma, ndizobheka kweliphi icala. Isizathu ndikude mna nekhaya lam. Isizathu ndikude mna nekhaya lam. Ndizobuye la ekhaya, ndizobuyela ekhaya, ekhaya, ndifikile ekhaya. Umama wandamkela ngezandla eshushu esifudumele, ndifikile ekhaya. Umama wandamkela ngezandla eshushu esifudumele, esifudumele. Into enithandayo ngekhaya, akudingeki imali ukuze ungene ekhaya. Into enithandayo ngekhaya, akudingeki imali ukuze ungene ekhaya. Ndizobuyela ekhaya, ndizobuyela ekhaya. La kutshoni langa, ndazibuza imibuzo, ingaba nxa liphuma, ndizobheka kweliphi cala, cala.